Hey, Don.
Hey, Jacob.
Do you know any Gen Zs that are getting married?
No, I don't think so.
And that's the problem. So what are we talking about today?
So, if anyone started with Fuji cameras around the same time as us, they probably watched a lot of the same YouTubers who were talking about Fuji gear. And one of them was John Branch.
Yes.
And so I've kept up with following him. He's a wedding photographer, shoots on Fuji. And he recently had a video talking about like what's changing in the wedding world because Gen Zs are now at the average wedding age or marriage age. And so I thought we could just, react to that, give our thoughts.
Discuss things of how they're getting married, when they're getting married, what they're doing for getting married.
How it's different.
How it affects us.
Yes, what we need to do to change with them and not be the old photographers.
Spoiler alert, it's quit.
Transition to something else.
But before we get into that, what?
Notice anything different? Everything looks fine to me.
I think it's the headphones. Everything else is normal, but the headphones, I don't think you've never worn headphones before to go podcasting.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, what's new? What is this?
Yes.
What did you drag me to, for the record?
So we're testing out a new podcast recording studio. We got lured in by the fancy microphones and mixer and all that. And we dragged all of our cameras and lights here. And we're just giving it a try.
We're just playing around. It's not a permanent thing, but it could be a permanent thing.
Yeah.
It's not, but it is.
We'll see.
And we actually they have multiple studios.
Mm-hmm.
And the one we actually planned on is not available today.
Right.
It wasn't fully set up. So now we're on this one.
And we're very excited to maybe try that side one day.
So we're going to be here for about 6 weeks. And every week will be something new. And by the end of it, we'll be like, we like this one.
Yeah. So there'll be a few episodes in this new setting, but we haven't totally broken down the old studio or anything.
That's true too.
So that might pop back in at some point. So
we're going to need a Patreon to start paying for this, though. Apparently, these things cost money.
It's so weird.
This is not in your house, right?
We are not in my house. First time ever. That's not true. Third time ever.
All right. So, state of the industry, but not Gen Z.
Right. Just what one guy thought about, and then we're going to talk about what we think. So, we can also identify with him because he is also an elder millennial.
Shout out.
Yeah, and then just acknowledging the fact that we have less and less in common with our clients as they get younger and younger.
Apparently, brides don't know what The Office is anymore.
So Jacob's entire shtick is out the door. You got nothing.
Yeah, I have to watch a lot of TikToks to keep up.
So the first thing that he had talked about was that, you know how the pendulum always swings. Like, you want the opposite of what your parents had kind of thing. And so these couples basically grew up with technology.
Yes.
Like, we grew up half and half, essentially. But they grew up fully entrenched in cell phones and social media and all of that. And so swinging in the opposite direction, they want less of that. So they want more like vintage things. They want like VHS recorders. They're listening to cassette tapes and CD players.
Vinyls.
Yeah. And so acknowledging that in what we're offering to couples. So he was talking about, at the very least, if you're not shooting on film, editing with a film-like style, not being afraid to have a VHS recorder that you're getting video clips at the wedding with. So I don't know. What do you think?
Sure. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I also go back to, though, that is it going to be a style just like selective color was, and just like, out of focus was. The classics never die in terms of like a nice, beautiful portrait.
Yeah.
That is edited minimally in terms of what it looks like and color graded. I think more though that I do get with though is that since they take photos themselves 300 times a minute, that goes into more like less posed and more documentary, which I do believe kind of goes with that film / old school look of like they want the photos of them with silly faces and the ones we would probably I think throw away in the old days. They want those,
and they want things that are less staged.
Big
So less like walking them through exactly what to do and when, and more like just letting it flow and letting it happen. And I will say I am getting more requests for like a documentary style or like more candid style of things. I do still get those same people coming and saying like, well, what do we do? And wanting direction, which like is posing.
Yeah.
But I do think more and more I'm getting people saying like they don't want the traditional stiff. They want candid. They want documentary.
And I think the good photographers will be able to make them feel like they're doing candid while still completely being in control and controlling everything. Like mom and the bride putting her dress on. Again, we've put you in this perfect spot with the perfect everything, but do your thing. We didn't do anything, but we really did. We didn't let you be in front of the trash can.
Right.
And
Right.
I will say though, for the longest time, I mean, since as long as we've been doing this for 15 years, people have always been like, I like candids and I want that documentary style. And then when you showed them, they didn't like them. So I'm almost on the line of like, I'll believe it when I see it. I do believe though that this next generation does truly want that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying like, I've been burnt so many times over the years of people being like, well, I like candids. And then you deliver the candids, they're like, like, I don't like my face. I don't like this look I'm making. And I'm like, just candid. Like,
right. Yeah. It's, but I think it goes back to like this generation taking 300 pictures of themselves a day. They know what all of those faces look like.
Yep.
So I think.
And they post them freely on social media. So they're not scared of any of it.
Yeah. So one other thing he talked about was that like while half of the Gen Z couples are going to want that like documentary, the VHS clips, the film style, the other half might swing the opposite way. And like they're so entrenched in technology that they want everything right away. They want content creation. They want something that you can give them that day. And so he was recommending like adding content creation to your packages.
And any kind of deliverables you can do same day. You know, like I print out Instamax prints same day during the reception. Again, it's something.
Right.
And I also believe the days of 4 weeks and plus of editing.
Yep. He talked about that too. He was saying like turnaround time has to be 24 to 48 hours on sneak peeks.
Yep.
For sure.
I kind of feel that way. It should already be that way anyway.
I already did that too. But then he was saying, you know, like if you're doing content creation on your phone that you can airdrop to them at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Like that's really what they want. But then at the same time, he was saying he films on the Blackmagic app in log so he can edit it on his computer. So I guess it depends on what he was delivering to them. Like if they wanted true, just like content creation, or if they wanted like more of a hybrid.
In that case, you'd have a second person anyway doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to want it fast. I know a lot of places we work for, like, you know, their turnaround times are pretty long. And I'm like, how are you going to survive? They're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Is that a dog? Also, can we talk about how good my voice sounds right now?
We have no idea.
Like, I'm kind of turned on by the sound of my own voice right now.
We have no idea how much you guys can hear.
Yeah, they might not be working, but we look cool.
But there's definitely a dog barking in the building that we're in. So
yeah, but the dog is Gen Z, so it's okay.
It's a cute little corgi in a sweater.
There's also a giant window right here, so we're basically on display.
We look like we're in a goldfish.
Yeah.
A goldfish tank. Like, so another thing he talked about is that there's going to be less involvement from the parents. So I feel like I have done plenty of Gen Z weddings, but they have been young Gen Z, like babies, like 21.
Yeah.
And so their parents have still been heavily involved. But I do think when, like, what we're approaching right now is like the oldest of the Gen Zs hitting 30, which is like the average age.
Yeah, the average marriage age, wedding age,
like 28 to 32 or something,
32,
like
34, yeah,
in that range. So that's what's about to happen, is those like oldest Gen Z generation hitting that age, which at that age now I can totally see there being less involvement from parents because there's not enough money.
So I mean, it's straight up saying is Gen Z doesn't have the money.
Mm-hmm. The Gen Z's parents don't have the money.
That's what I'm saying. Gen Z doesn't have the money. Millennial parents don't have the money.
Exactly.
So there's no money.
Exactly.
I couldn't pay for my kid's wedding right now. I mean, my children are 15, but
still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that goes into what? Smaller weddings.
Mm-hmm.
Not huge events. Maybe courthouses into like a nice dinner.
Yep.
10 to 15 people.
Mm-hmm. More elopements, more intimate weddings. And the other thing he was saying was that, like, expect people to book closer to the event because it's not as big of a deal.
Yep.
Which I 100% am seeing.
30 days before, asking for if you're available for a wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which feels like so wild, and it's nerve-wracking. You and I have talked about this. Like, it's nerve-wracking being a wedding photographer, or like what I do a lot of bar and bat mitzvahs. Those are always booked
years,
8 months to 2 years out. And so you know what's coming up and what months you need to fill things in, what months are pretty packed. But now if we're getting to a point where people are booking in closer, which I'm already seeing it with my bar and bat mitzvahs, because bar and bat mitzvah parents, like I'm about to be older than the parents because, you figure they've got 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
They,
mm-hmm.
they could be like 35 and have a 13-year-old and it'd be like a totally normal age.
And I say stuff like this of being like, can we live off the fact that every 30 days we don't know what we're getting?
Yeah.
That's a scary thought.
Mm-hmm. And just hoping it comes through, and hoping what's happening to me now is they're all on the same day.
Yeah.
Because like I've gotten to a point with the bar and bat mitzvahs where I work with like 4 or 5 different temples, but they almost always have parties on Saturday nights. So I've gotten 3 requests for a bar mitzvah on November 8th, but I already have a wedding on November 8th. So I've booked one of the bar mitzvahs out to another set of photographers, but I don't have any more people left to send because I need teams for each of these.
Especially in November, and we have, we're actually still booked on weddings that were a year out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's rough too with it all coming in last minute, that, okay, you could still be getting the inquiries, but if it's on a day you're already booked, then it doesn't matter.
Scary.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Yep. The other thing he talked about, which was really interesting to me, and he even admitted might be like a controversial thought, is he was saying how like Gen Z tends to be more empathetic to how other people feel about things, how other people are experiencing things, and that is likely to flow into how they plan their weddings. So he thinks we are going to start to see dry weddings.
Yeah.
Because,
also,
well, one, they don't drink.
Yeah.
But then also, like, not wanting to have alcohol if other people don't drink. Or he was saying, too, like, there's probably going to be a change in some traditions, especially things that, like, might impact the environment negatively, like not having sparklers, not having, like, loads of, non-reusable decor that's just getting thrown out.
Or things that are, and you already started seeing it, but, like, cringy, too, like the
garter.
Garter, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The garter, like, yeah, that's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Letting kids catch it, letting kids put it on,
Mm-hmm.
it's so weird.
Sneak peek for a future episode, but do you know where that started from?
The garter?
Mm-hmm.
France.
No, like why we started throwing a garter in the first place in relation to weddings.
Why would I care?
So apparently it used to be because the couple was supposed to consummate their marriage immediately after the ceremony.
That still happens every once in a while.
And the garter was thrown during the reception to like prove
Oof.
that the groom had done that and consummated the marriage. That's where that comes from.
Explain more.
That's why we're still doing that. But yeah, he talked a lot about the garter toss and like just how cringy
I'd
it
rather
is.
we'd consummate the marriage in between than do the garter. Like, I would rather that become a thing. That would be way easier and less awkward than the garter.
No more wedding party photos after the ceremony.
Do you know why, and we're going to go off topic here, but do you know why men only button the top button of their jackets?
Mm-mm.
So, and I'm going to butcher where it was either, it was King France, King of, shut up.
Incorrect history with Don
No,
and Jacob.
This is true. Look it up. So it was either King of England, King of France, one of those in the diggities, way long ago.
Uh-huh.
Well, which one was it? It was King of England because he was so fat.
Okay.
And you can look it up. He was also the guy that had that weird,
Okay.
consummation chair. Yeah.
Okay.
You history people know.
Okay.
But he was so fat, large, that he couldn't button his jackets. Of course, he's rich. He's king. He has lots of jackets. He could only button the top one.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone then started following that because, of course, the king's doing it. Let's all do it.
Mm.
They're like a Mean Girls thing. That's true.
That's so crazy. And
He just couldn't button up his jackets.
I always just blame it on GQ. I'm like, well, this is what GQ says you're supposed to do. But apparently,
I looked it up.
some old king.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's one of those things, well, I don't want the king's doing it, so let's all do it.
That's so funny. Yeah.
And now I think, now they're tailored for it, so,
Mhm.
but originally it was just because big old king.
Jeez.
Tell us all your fun facts, Gen Z. Fun wedding facts.
Yeah. So those are kind of the things that he thought might be changing in the wedding industry.
I also throw one, too, that formal things, that kind of goes with
Mhm.
are also going away, like family post photos.
Mm.
I think, yes, you're still going to do a few, but it's not going to be the outrageous amounts of I need every cousin. They just don't care. I
Or
don't
like
care about
the
that.
breakdowns.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, again, with cell phones, and you have that every time you go over to your friggin' mother-in-law's house,
Mm-hmm.
I get that photo every time.
Mm.
So, there's big to the boomers, but the millennials
Mm-hmm.
did it because the boomers, as their parents, wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
The Gen Z kids and the millennials, honestly, I don't care. When my kids get married, I would like one nice family photo of us.
Mm-hmm.
I could care less about, no offense.
All the other
Yeah.
extended family and
Uh-huh.
everything. Or like just having,
Because you'll
The
get it on
one.
a cell phone.
yeah,
You'll get it on
like
a cell phone.
the close immediate family and then just like one with everybody.
Sure, I'm okay with
Check.
that too.
Look, they're all there.
And as photographers, I think we're totally okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's like the candid, I'll believe it when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they say that. They're like, we just a couple family formals, and then you've been on them with a couple's like, we only want this thing. And then all of a sudden, here comes all these people, and nobody can say no. And I'm like, you sure? And she's like, yeah, let's just do them.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot in weddings where you're doing things for other people. And I think Gen Z is going to be the one to break away from that because there's not going to be any guilt to do something for someone else because they're doing something for your wedding because they're going to be doing it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're going to be more bold about just saying no, this is what we want and this is what we can afford and this is what we're going to do with our time.
And if it's a small reception, 15 people, it's not going to matter anyway because
everyone's you're all going to be in the picture.
Yep.
So I know you didn't get to watch this next one, but he had a follow-up video about how to future-proof your wedding photography business, basically. And a lot of it overlapped and had to do with one another. But we've talked about some of this, and he basically was like, you have to have video in some way, whether it's, like I said, he's using the Blackmagic app on his phone and shooting in log at, 120 frames per second, whether it's that or hybrid shooting, which we've talked about. But, and he even said too, he's like, I am not saying this is replacing videography. And he even says to his couples, this is not a wedding video. This is just some clips.
Yep.
That's it. just some clips for you to have to enjoy the day. He calls them moving pictures. Like what he's delivering to them isn't even a video.
He's going back to the 30s. Huh?
Right. But that, I mean,
Talkies.
that is a good way of describing it. This just like, you know, a 5-second clip of what happened.
You're going to get your photo, and then you're going to get a live a portion of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically it's like shooting the whole thing on live photos on your iPhone. So yeah, that just kind of reinforced what I thought you and I had been talking about recently. It's just we've got to add video in some form or fashion.
Gen Z too is they do everything on video. Yeah, they take photos, but it's video.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have. They want movement.
The other thing he talked about, which you and I have also talked about, is he's like, I know what you're going to say, and that you hate having content creation, but and how like content creation takes up so much time, and these people come in and take 45 minutes to do one TikTok dance, and he's like, that's why it needs to be on your package, which is what you've been saying.
I've said from the beginning, I am very pro content creation, but you control it.
Mm-hmm.
You control it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when it's the outside company or some 16-year-old cousin, yeah, it gets out of control.
Yep.
But when you can control it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let them do their thing. And honestly, sometimes they're doing something so cute that you can just get a cute candid right over their shoulder. Something you didn't even think about. Or like as a photographer, just a straight photographer, getting them to do that kind of stuff for just photos doesn't translate. It's weird. It's awkward. You know what I mean? It's like when we try to tell everyone to look at each other and laugh or dance.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they're doing it for their cell phone, all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
when they get there, like, oh, it's for TikTok, they're just like,
Mm-hmm.
and then again, I can just be like, snap, snap, snap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pro it all. You should do it.
Do you have separate packages on your site for elopements or like intimate wedding packages?
I do, but they're not posted.
Mm-hmm.
When they ask, I send them a PDF, basically.
Mm-hmm. That's what he was saying too. Like you need to have it
I think I'm gonna
visible.
Yeah, because again, it's going to be a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we live in Florida, where luckily a lot of people do elope too.
Right.
So yeah, you're probably right. It's probably something I need to update.
Yeah, because on my wedding,
Can I just work for you?
have it.
Can we just come by? We said this every time. I don't want to.
We've been saying this for literal years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have it explicitly on my website. Basically, my website makes it look like it starts at 6 hours, but
It's hidden.
mm-hmm.
It's a hidden.
It's available. I have it.
Yeah.
And I even have blog posts about elopements and intimate ceremonies, but I don't have it like explicitly on my weddings page. So
you're saying we hope to make less, but doing more, right?
Sure.
We're gonna shoot
Great.
way less. We're gonna shoot more small for less money.
Yes.
And hopefully it equals the same.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sure.
What
All
else
right.
did we talk about?
That was, the last thing he said to future-proof your business. No, 2 things. 1, show up everywhere online.
Yeah.
Which we've been talking about because ChatGPT is looking for you.
Always watching.
And then the other thing was to build vendor relationships, and that he doesn't feel like that's going to change. That's still going to be really valuable to have relationships with vendors across the board.
Because just like us millennials and us Gen Z, we don't know what we're doing when we're getting married. We're going to ask if we find a planner or we find a venue we like that we can afford. You're going to be like, well, who would you recommend? Word of mouth will always still be the king.
And I do kind of feel like as photographers, as upsetting as it is to feel like taken advantage of, we are in the best position to quickly build relationships with other vendors because we can send them free photos. And then why wouldn't they want to recommend the photographer that has sent them free photos?
Nobody's sending me free cake.
Right? Like
I don't have a DJ playing me to sleep every night.
But it's true. Like we have the best chance to quickly, work with someone one time and make an impact where they might remember you.
You're not wrong.
So
really, how are we going to survive this?
We're going to do everything we just talked about and never sleep ever again.
I like the Gen Z kids. I get along with them. I'm still... I don't know what that was.
Don't worry about it.
The hell was that?
Something that fell.
Okay.
That's a telephone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Should pick it up. It'd be important. I still get along pretty well. I've always said I'm a chameleon. Like I can change who I am very quickly depending on the persons that I am photographing in any situation. So far I haven't seen too many, awkward. I haven't been too many awkward, but I'm such a doofus anyway that like some of that is me just pretending to be awkward to get a laugh, and it works. But yeah, I feel like though coming through, like it's gonna get harder and harder because we old.
Yeah.
Well, I'm young. You're old. Just for the
I'm
record.
younger than you.
Let's put up a vote. Who's younger?
Yeah, it is just gonna keep getting harder the further we get.
Because we remember all the photographers we worked under who were old then and are still shooting. And you'd be like, yikes, they don't know, like, this is so awkward, them talking to brides and grooms. And you try to step in and be like, let me, I'll handle this.
Yeah, or just even like...
And I don't want to become those guys.
Physically keeping up.
That's true.
Or like I don't want to ever walk slower than my couple is walking to get to a new spot. And like that's a legitimate thing. We've seen it.
It's real awkward.
Ugh,
this is just sad. We're just getting old. Let's move on.
Okay. So what did you shoot this week?
I don't know.
Look it up. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. So this week, I had some headshots for one of the judges that I worked with at the federal courthouse downtown. She has me come in and photograph her clerks so that she can have a printed photo of each of her clerks like on the wall in her chambers, which I'm glad she started that tradition because now I have another judge coming up in a few weeks who wants me to do the same thing for his clerks. So, and then I had a nonprofit event at Lou Gardens, which was super fun.
What's up, Lou Gardens?
I hung out with Anna Escamani. But it's working with a planner that we work with all the time. So those events are always great because she knows exactly what she wants out of the photography and tells you that. And then you're delivering what they need. So easy peasy. I had a bar mitzvah, which you were not available for.
Wedding. My only wedding of
the
month.
Entire month.
For the record. And you and someone else asked me to help shoot too. And I was like, the entire month was open. Except for this one
That's
Saturday.
what we were talking about. Everything's happening on the same day. So I had the photos at the temple and then the party. The party was really fun too. It was a camping theme. And because he's in the Boy Scouts. And they had like the kids' food was under it looked like a pavilion at a park. Like they even had the like brown reflective signs that have the picnic table, like the actual signs that you would see at national parks. Like they had that to label each area of the room. And then for candle lighting, this was really fun. Instead of actually lighting candles, they had a campfire with a cold spark, a fake campfire made out of like felt or whatever, with a cold spark in the middle. And then they had like a giant matchstick. And so they would light, use the matchstick towards the campfire and then the cold spark would go off.
Did you get it on hybrid video?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did because the way we set it up, the family wanted like a posed photo, but they wanted a posed photo without the cold spark because the cold spark was blocking their faces. So Stephanie was set up to get the spark for photos, and then I was doing the spark as a video, and then they would look to me because I was standing straight on. Then they would look to me for the posed photo. So I was just switching back and forth. But yeah, that was fun. It's always fun when we do something different.
It is.
Anything different.
God, my voice sounds good.
Oh, I had an engagement session.
Look at you.
Yeah. So, busy week, starting to feel like normal.
Kind of, yeah. Let's see here. I had a on-location studio at Disney for, it was for a cast backstage. They do these cast backstage events where you can just literally sign up for it and they do a random lottery. This was it was National Dog Day.
Okay.
And so they just did this like dog event where
okay.
it's free, but they had like all these like they had like 6 studios, and it was like Mickey and Pluto and Goofy and his son and Cruella DeVille, which was kind of funny.
Oh no. I don't.
And Doug from Up.
Yeah.
And Bolt.
No way.
Yeah.
I've never seen Bolt out.
Might have been National Pet Day. I don't think it was Dog Day. It was National Pet Day because they had the cats from the Aristocats. So it was just a cast member thing. They had some like desserts. There was a DJ, some games. It was free to them, but I got paid.
Nice. Very nice.
Did I ever tell you the time I did once when I don't know if they still do it, but they did the Pride Walk downtown Orlando and Disney, the Pride Festival. They'd always have the parade, and Disney was a big sponsor.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they still are, but like, so one time I sent, like, they booked us from Disney to go shoot, like, Candid Dock, the event for Disney.
That's a hike.
And so, yeah, I drive to downtown Orlando in a company vehicle, and everyone there, like, there's tons of cast members who are volunteering to run it. And I was just, like, talking to them, some people I knew, and I was like, they're like, yeah, I'm volunteering. I was like, yeah, I'm getting paid. I'm the only one here. There's a lot of cast members. I'm getting it. I'm getting paid.
The only one.
Yeah. I had to shoot like the parade because Disney had a part of the parade float.
Uh-huh.
With the cast members walking down, I had to shoot that and then shoot their little booth that's in Lake Eola Park. But yeah, I always remember that. We're like, everyone else here is not except for me. They're like, you're not volunteering? I was like, no, getting paid. To be fair, someone paid our department to do it. So.
Sure.
Then I had a group photo assist. I was assisting Dean at Animal Kingdom at 3:45 in the morning.
Oof.
For the guest relations at Animal Kingdom. So like I don't know if it's the new guest relations or maybe they do it once a year in leadership. And yeah, so 3:45 in front of the Tree of Life. Hey, the Tree of Life was actually lit up.
Hey.
But it was early because Animal Kingdom opens at 7:30. For early hours. So like we had to be out by 6:30. So it's a completely dark photo. And it was real hot. It's really cool sweating through 3 shirts and a safety vest at 4:45 in the morning.
It's the safety vest. I swear whenever I wear a safety vest, it just traps
sits in there.
everything.
Oh my God.
Actually, I'm going to be with Dean at Animal Kingdom.
What's that big deal?
In November, I think. It's like a midnight or a 10 p.m. Tree of Life wedding.
Shout out Dean. And then I had the wedding that I couldn't. Why do I keep hitting this? I couldn't help you with because I had one wedding. It was a outside wedding, as we used to call it. I know it sounds weird, but it was at Crystal Ballroom in Salt Lake Mary. Yeah. So
the one that used to be the NOAA Event Center, yeah.
So I like those because and they had the hotel that's like that Hilton Garden that's across the street. So getting ready, right across the street, entire wedding, super sweet couple. I have nothing to say, remember, or think about it. It was, right? And they were Floridians, and it's August, and I was like, okay, do you want to go outside? Nope. I was like, I love you.
My bar mitzvah family too. The mom was like, I asked her at the temple, I was like, oh, do you guys want to go outside? And she's like, no, of course not. And that temple has like a pretty sign outside and like a gate with a star on it. And like, I always do stuff outside. And she's like, no, it's September in Florida. Why would I want to go outside? She's like, we got married Labor Day weekend. I walked into that hotel on Friday night. I didn't leave that hotel until Sunday morning.
And that's when you want to give her a kiss on the mouth.
Yes.
So, and if you've been to the Crystal Ballroom, though, it is pretty enough inside that you're not trying. You don't have to work hard inside at all. Like, we did photos in the reception room. Just those big fake trees with lights on them. And so it was a very easy wedding. Very sweet.
Lovely.
Sweet couple. I'm also going to mention, because I'm not going to mention again, though, that I did have a background interview this week for a potential government contract photography job that would last, 4 months?
4
months? Dawn knows what it is. So if the FBI calls you.
Got it.
It does require some clearance. It's not that I can't talk about it. It's just that I don't want to talk about it. It's easier that way. So there's going to be some weeks where I may not have a lot of photography, but trust me.
Jacob's not happy about having regular work.
I'll be working a lot for a short amount of time. And then I'll be done. Like I said, it's just a contract. It's pretty cool, but I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it.
Okay. Basically, he's just trying to give an excuse for why it's going to seem like he does nothing. He really does. He's just not going to talk about it.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay, so as things are starting to feel busier,
Yes.
right? It's like we're going into busy season. And busy season sometimes means picking up food on the road. So why don't we talk about our top 3 favorite fast food meals?
Always picking up food on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that, like, I gotta have a full vendor meal, and there's nothing, after a 12-hour wedding, there's nothing I want more than fast food at midnight.
Okay, I got into this really bad habit a few years ago where after every wedding, I would get french fries and a McFlurry. Every wedding, especially
When we're shooting 100 weddings a year.
especially if it was more than an hour away from home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then I needed to do something to keep myself
Absolutely.
awake, driving all the way back. And I deserved it.
I deserved it.
It was not good for my waistline.
But you just walked 1,800,000 steps.
You know,
and
you think that, but it's really, it really doesn't matter.
plus eating it at midnight.
And then
So
going
it
immediately to
was-
bed. So yeah, so top 3 fast food meals for either before or after.
Before,
I mean, if you
I
have to
could never.
drive.
I don't eat anything before a wedding.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay, well, I eat before.
I feel like I just can't feel bloated. I'm very much like an actor. Like seriously though, like you know what I mean? Like you can't eat before you go on stage on set. Like we're gonna be burping and farting and
Well, see, here's the thing. I get migraines, so I have to eat. So I've picked out things.
No. I mean maybe a granola bar type
Oh my
thing
gosh, no.
at most.
I'm like full meal. See, I'm on the other end, like because I get migraines and one of the triggers is not eating, I can't risk being hungry because once we're shooting, we have no access to like we don't have time to eat.
Correct.
So I would rather be like full starting the wedding and know that I can make it all the way through without eating anything and not
I'd
getting
be
a
so
headache.
sluggish.
Nah, doesn't bother me.
So yeah, so what are your top 5
3.
pre-meal foods?
3. It doesn't have to be pre.
like
It
bean
could be either
burrito.
one.
So I'll say one. It's not gonna be top 3, but anything from Taco Bell. Like, let's be honest.
And this is why you're not eating before.
Yes. I mean, it could be anything.
Mhm.
Beefy Crunch burritos,
I
nachos.
don't eat at Taco Bell, so.
Yeah. I don't like their bean. Nothing with beans though. I'm not a big
Mhm,
refried bean guy.
mhm.
But anything with their nacho cheese, I'm a big nacho cheese guy. So, you know,
Okay, I would say a top favorite for me is like a grilled chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
why it's gotta be grilled? You're so.
Because then I don't feel as gross.
The whole point is being gross. It's a Wendy's.
But I'm saying I don't get the fried chicken at Wendy's. I guess I like the grilled chicken.
There's spicy there's spicy chicken at Wendy's.
Mhm.
I don't like spicy food. Yeah.
Plus their fries are pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
They're natural cut fries.
Yeah, right.
And their lemonades are good. So that's one of the top ones.
You know, I would used to say was anything at McDonald's. Like, give me some chicken nuggets and I hate their burgers, but I'd get some chicken nuggets and fries. But I feel like McDonald's is the most expensive now,
Mm,
and it's definitely not worth it.
yeah.
Like I'm not paying $14
Yeah.
for a chicken nugget meal.
You know what's back though,
What?
which I was going to talk about, is the chicken snack wraps at McDonald's.
I never had one.
Those used to. What? Those used to be my favorite thing,
Okay.
and then they took it away for years, and now they have them back. So the chicken snack wraps and they have gone up in price,
Sure.
but I still think they're only like $3 or $4.
If they served hash browns all day, I would grab
Yeah,
16 hash browns on the way home.
but the chicken snack wraps are good, and then I just probably wouldn't get fries because then I would kind of feel sick.
Oh, you gotta get both. If you're not getting fries, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, like I used to, but I'm not so young anymore.
You're a grown woman. You can handle it. I find myself at Wawa a lot because of it's gas and it's always nicely
Mhm.
lit and not expensive gas, and especially when we're out in the middle of nowhere, you see a Wawa, you're like, oh, safety.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say like I crave their food by any means, but it is very handy and it's good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah.
I've had Like when I have really long days at Disney, I'll sometimes run up to the Wawa there and get like one of their sandwiches that you can order. I would say
They
my
have snack wrap chicken snack wraps too, you know.
I haven't had those.
I actually have had those. They're pretty good.
They are the chicken snack wraps at McDonald's are fried. I do eat fried chicken
Okay.
or fried chicken tenders. Probably my top one though is a kid's meal from Moe's. I would get the Moo Moo Mr. Cow, which they don't have anymore, but the kid's burrito basically.
My goal is to not get out of my car.
Oh yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I'm not getting out of my car. Except in Wawa, the only reason I'd be at Wawa is because I'm getting
You're already
gas. So
yeah.
I'm like, why I'm there. But
Just walk in.
Yeah, I'm not getting out of my car. I'm trying to get home.
Well, Moe's I normally eat on the way.
Oh my god.
Like I pick it up as I drive, especially if I have a 2.5 hour drive to my wedding.
Ugh, your BMs must be disgusting after a wedding.
I get a kid's burrito with chicken, rice, lettuce, salsa, cheese, and Chipotle ranch.
Oh my god. I would. Ugh.
But it's a kid's
It
burrito.
doesn't matter.
And then chips and queso.
Yeah. I'm never gonna shoot a wedding with you ever again. I'll be like, it was
It's
dumb.
fine.
She had a burrito.
It's fine. I don't have beans on it.
Doesn't matter.
Anyways.
Ugh. Ugh. With a side of ugh.
Now you can tell we don't discuss things beforehand because Jacob would have nixed this topic, I think.
I'm okay with it after. I totally support after.
Poor Crystal.
Be a pig. After a long wedding, we deserve to be pigs, but ugh.
Yeah, but once you hit a certain age, you cannot.
Nah.
Yeah.
Taco Bell. The problem with McDonald's too is that, again, it's another one when we're out in the middle of nowhere and you finally get back to like the freeway, the only thing that's there is usually a McDonald's.
Which means there's like a 30-minute wait in the drive-thru. And then when I was doing french fries and McFlurries, 50% of the time the ice cream machine was broken. So.
All right, so see you next week.
Yeah.
We're going to try the studio again next week.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
God damn, my voice sounds good. Bye, y'all.
Bye.